Hi, thank you so much for having me this evening, and thanks so much to all of you for your amazing support for the work that we've been doing in Mali in particular. We work in both Mali and Ecuador, but we were very fortunate to receive a grant from Foundation Beyond Belief for our Women's Literacy, Leadership, and Enterprise program. And I'm really excited to tell you that that program is still going strong. And this year, with the pandemic, we did have to interrupt the classes for about 2 months, but that actually gave us a great opportunity because during that time, the literacy instructors were doing a big COVID prevention education campaign. And so we were able to reach more than 80 communities with information about how to prevent the spread of the virus. Many of the residents of the communities had not even heard of COVID yet. And so we were able to inform them and let them know what's going on, and also about how to prevent it, and to set up hand washing stations and provide masks and other supplies to make it possible. And we also were able to support the local health centers in their work that they were doing to stop the spread of the virus and providing PPE and supplies they needed. And then even to put a program on the radio that was broadcast in Tomoso, the local language in the region where we work, and reach even more people that way. So we were really excited to be able to react quickly and prevent COVID from really getting too bad in the whole region where we work. It's certainly there, but it never got hugely out of control. And so we're very grateful for that. And also I wanted to let you know that, so despite the fact that classes were interrupted for 2 months, we did complete the literacy classes this year just recently, and 76% of the students passed the test, which was just shy of our goal. Our goal was 80%, but considering the interruptions this year, we feel really quite happy that 76% did so well. And now 100 of those students who did the best and who are leaders in their communities are going to participate in women's leadership workshops in the coming months here, where they'll share stories about their efforts to take the lead and take a larger role in township decision-making, in local politics, and that sort of thing. And they'll also learn how to form women's associations and register those. And then each association will have an opportunity to present a proposal to a business plan contest, and we'll give startup funding to the 5 best proposals out of those, so that they can start their businesses. And the ones that have been started so far with your help are doing great. They're making these sauce balls out of leaves and various ingredients that are used in cooking. They're raising sheep. They're doing market gardening. They're turning raw cotton into cloth. They're dyeing with indigo and all these kinds of things. And all of those businesses are really doing very well. We're really excited to see their progress and how well all of that's going. So we're so grateful to you all for your support. And I wanted to share just one recent story. A woman who participated in the literacy program and in the women's leadership workshops is president of the cotton bank in the village of Danagire in central Mali. And so this is also a women's group business where they work together and have a revolving fund so that they can buy raw cotton at a good price in bulk. And then any women in the village who want to work with cotton can get it there at the bank on credit and pay for it after they've sold their cloth. And then they've got that fund to use the next year to restock the bank. And maybe a month ago, another NGO showed up in the village and told the chief of the village, we're sending this teacher. He's gonna teach students who dropped out of school. They're too old for school age, but they want to catch up and get back into education. And the teacher's here, and he needs a place to live, and he needs a place to teach. And so since there was no preparation at all, no warning, no discussion with the village, the chief was caught off guard and kind of said, okay, well, he can teach in this building that was the Cotton Bank building. But Kaja Yanoge, who's president of the Cotton Bank, after all of her experiences in the leadership program, she was able to stand up to the chief and say, wait just a minute. This building is not for a classroom. This building is for our cotton bank, and this is where we women meet to work with our cotton and work together and exchange ideas. And I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to find a different place for the classes. It was really quite remarkable that she had the confidence to do that and stand up to an elder man who's the chief of the village and say, wait a minute, this is a women's project. This building already has a purpose. It can't be just turned into a classroom overnight. And so the chief of the village actually listened to her and reconsidered and decided that young men in the village would build a new sort of shade hanger to be the classroom. And so that all worked out, and the Cotton Bank is still going strong, and they're also able to have the classes in a different location. So I thought that was just neat to see some of the effects of what this women's program is giving women confidence to be able to do, as well as independence to be able to do so many things on their own that before they would have had to ask for help. And we just have so many stories of women who they have a cell phone, but they didn't know numbers, so they couldn't dial the numbers. And so they would walk miles to another village to ask their brother to input the number into their phone so they could call their husband who's away working or something like that. And now they can do it all on their own, and they're so proud to show that. Or so also a number of stories, women who have gone to the market to sell their products, and now that they can read the scale, they realize that these traders have been cheating them all these years, and now they're calling them out on it and saying, you can't steal from me anymore. I know my numbers, and I now know you're a thief and you can't do that anymore. Or some of them do embroidery to earn money, and now they can write words and do their own designs for the embroidery, where before they might have paid someone else to draw out the lines and the letters and numbers for them. And so many exciting things that women can do now on their own, as well as can do now in their groups, in their women's associations that they've formed. So we're just so grateful to all of you at Foundation Beyond Belief and all of the donors who've made this possible and helped us get this program, expand this program. And then since then, we've continued to expand it, and we're about to start new literacy classes for 300 new students in January. And men in those villages are already busy building the shade hangers where those classes will take place, and everyone's excited and ready to go. So thank you so much, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions.
You said that 300 new students would be starting, right? What was the last class? What size was that?
The same size, 300.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
For I don't know how many years, maybe 4 years about or so, we've been having 100 students a year, and that works well because there are 10 instructors, of whom 7 are women now, which we're also excited about. Several are former students in the program. Others are other women who've had a little more formal education. And so those 10 instructors teach 10 different classes, 30 students in each class.
I just want to thank you for your work and for sharing those stories with us, because it's, like we sort of hear generally about what your organization does, but getting those tangible stories about, not even knowing how to dial numbers because you don't know the numbers, or being cheated at the markets because you can't read the scales, like that's very impactful to hear about. So thank you for sharing those.
Well, you're so welcome. Thanks for inviting me.